Hi everyone, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm finally back and I'm finally back in the mood like to film again and to be part of booktube because I've been away for like 2 months. I haven't watched anything, but I was really not feeling it, like be part of all those people. I just wanted to have a nice summer and just to read at my own pace, not feeling pressured to read stuff or like pressure to update or just stuff. And I know I haven't warned anyone and I'm sure you don't really care, but I still wanted to say it, that I wasn't really in the mood to be invested in this channel during the summer. So I did the very least I could do. Like I upload some videos, but still it was not my favorite ones. But still, now I'm back. Hopefully it's going to be okay. I feel ready to start a new school year. So yeah, and I'm going to be back with my September TBR. Also, I think why I wasn't really in the mood is because I don't like summer. It's too much for me. It's too hot. It's too everything. But now we're getting into fall, my favorite season. I'm so ready. You see, I already have my overalls. I'm so ready for it and I'm ready to read some good books, like some books that I've been keeping for the fall. So I'm going to show you right now my TBR for the month of September. So in September, I plan on reading 5 books and the first one I'm going to mention is my audiobook for the month of September, and I'm going to be listening to The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I mean, this woman. So I'm pretty sure you all know what this book is about because it was a huge phenomenon 1 or 2 years ago on the book community and I never got around it. I read, what's her name again? Daisy Jones and the Six by the same author, and I really liked it. And I think that's why I want to read this now, because I read Daisy Jones and the Sixth and I really enjoyed it and I actually listened to it. So I think it could be a good thing for me to listen to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo instead of reading it. I think I'm going to have a better time listening to it. So if you don't know what this book is about, basically you're following Evelyn Hugo, and she's an old Hollywood actress, and she decided to tell all her secret and all her life to an unknown reporter called Monique, and nobody really know why Evelyn chose her, because she's really no one in the journalism world. And actually Monique is going to go and she's going to learn all about Evelyn's life, like from the 50s when she started to become an actress to why she retired from Hollywood and all those stuff. And actually they're going to become friends, and Monique really has a hard time in her life. Like, her husband left and she doesn't really know where she is in her life, but she's going to understand that actually her life and the one of Evelyn are linked in an unusual way. I don't know what it is, I just know that it's what's written on the back of the book. I'm really intrigued because I know a lot of people loved it. One of my best friends, or maybe the two of them, read it and they really enjoyed it. So I really hope I'm going to like it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this book. I'm just really I'm anticipating this read. Next, this month, I also want to read The Archived by Victoria Schwab. So this is the first book in the Archived duology. I don't know what's the name of this duology. I'm not sure there is a name to this duology, but still. I need to read this actually because I plan on doing a video, and I need to read more books by author I've already read. So my plan is to read the first one in September and the second one, The Unbound, in October. So in this book, you're following the main character, and her name is Mackenzie. And in this world, you have what's called the archive. And the archive is where dead people go, like their, not really their soul, but like their story and their memories goes. And Mackenzie's dad brought her to the archive when she was 12, but now her dad is dead, and she is a keeper, and the keeper are the one who work in the archive and who are keeping the histories, the dead people, from getting away. But Mackenzie is really having a hard time because her dad died, but also a little brother, and so she's really lost, and also she has to deal with the fact that someone is disturbing the histories and deleting some part of their lives, like some chapters, and so she has to find out why and who, and that's a bit of a mystery. Basically, that's all I know about this book. I know a lot of people loved it. I'm really intrigued. I've been wanting to read this book for so long, so long. This book's been on my shelf for like 2 or 3 years, so I think it's definitely time for me to read it, and I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you how I felt about it and if I liked it. Also this month, I'm going to work on one of my challenge for the year that I set for myself, and it was to read 5 classics, and we're going to be in September and I've read none. So this month I would like to get to The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. I've never read The Wizard of Oz. I'm not going to explain the story to you because I think it's something you know, like you should know about, because it's a classic and there are so many things like inspired by The Wizard of Oz that I'm sure you at least know a bit what it's about. I've watched the old movie when I was a kid. I watched like the Disney movie that came like maybe 5 or 6 years ago with like Mila Kunis, Michelle Williams and James Franco. I've seen Wicked and I'm in love with it, and so my best friend bought me this book because I loved Wicked, and I think it's time for me to actually read the real story, and I don't know, maybe I'm going to enjoy even more Wicked after that because I will have a lot of references. Plus it's a very short book, it's really cute, and it's in this beautiful edition that I'm in love with. So yeah, I can't wait to read it and see if I'm actually going to like it, because I'm not really sure I'm going to like it actually. I feel like this book is a bit like Alice in Wonderworld, and I hate Alice in Wonderworld. It's so scary, it's so disturbing, I don't like it. So I hope this book is not going to be like that. Next, after putting this book for 3 months on my TBR, I hope that I'm finally going to be able to read it. And it's My Calamity Jane by the Lady Jenners. So if you've been on my channel for the whole year, you know that I've been talking non-stop about this book and this sequel that I was expecting. It came out in June. I still haven't read it because I'm a lazy person. And so it's finally time for me to read it, and so the first book I'm going to pick on the 1st of September. So if you don't know what it's about, basically you're following Calamity Jane. I'm sure you know her, like you've heard about her. But in this book, the Lady Jenners, so the 3 authors, are adding some supernatural stuff in the story. And in this one, Calamity Jane is fighting werewolves, and there are a werewolf hunter and a wolf actually. So I'm really intrigued. I've read the first 2 books in the series, so My Plain Jane and My Lady Jane, and I've loved them. The first one I loved so much, the second one was really funny also, but not as much as the first one. So I really have high hopes for this book. I hope I'm going to love it. I hope it's going to be funny because I need funny reads, and I hope this one is going to be one. And last but not least, this month is going to be the month I'm going to be reading Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, because I've been wanting to read this book for the whole year, but I've been keeping it for September, like for leaves to fall and for me to be under a blanket with a tea and rain falling on my windows, and it's finally going to be this time of the year. So I'm picking this book. I'm sure once again you've heard about this book because it's being pretty controversial, because either you like it or either you don't. I know that for this book there is a lot of trigger warning, and I don't have them, but I definitely tell you to check out the trigger warning before reading this book, because I think like it's a trigger warning for basically everything. Because in this book you're following Alex, and Alex is joining one of the secret society in Yale. and basically it's pretty dark and they're doing a lot of really weird stuff. I'm just going to read you the second part of the blurb on the back so you can get an idea of what this book is about. Still searching for answers, Alex arrives in New Haven, if you don't know it's where Yale is, tasked by a mysterious benefactors with monitoring the activities of Yale's secret societies. The 8 windowless tombs are the well-known haunts of the rich and powerful, from high-ranking politicos to Wall Street biggest players. But their occult activities are more sinister and more extraordinary than any paranoid imagination might conceive. They tamper with forbidden magic, they raise the dead, and sometimes they prey on the living. It sounds dark and I want to read it so bad. Yeah, because I need to know what all the fuss is about, and I'm really hoping that I'm going to like it, because as I told you, either you like it or either you hate it, and I want to be on the love team. Okay, I want to love this book so bad because it sounds so great and so weird, and I'm so into it. So you guys, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like this video and also to subscribe to the channel if it's not already done. Also, tell me in the comments down below what you plan on reading in September. I would love to know. And anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Bye!